Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in crypto. If you like money in crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Today, guys, is September 2nd. Excuse me, Thursday, September 2nd. It is a balmy 73 degrees here in the BitBoy Crypto studio. 11:36 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we come to you every single day, like clockwork, like a Swiss watch. Is that the thing? Swiss watch?
Yeah.
Like a Swiss watch, like a Rolex. Very valuable and on time every single day. Guys, what's going on with crypto? Huh? A little better today than yesterday. I told you that by the end of the day yesterday, I believed it would start moving up. We've seen this consistently for the last month. We get a couple red days, then we get the green days. We went over $50,000. As of right now, we are back at 49.7, but it's feeling good. It's feeling like things could pop here pretty soon at any given moment. Cardano, over $3. Ethereum pushed, let's see, what did Ethereum push at the peak? I think 38.26 was the high. 38.34 was the high in the last 24 hours. So pushing $4,000. We're going to be looking at a story surrounding that. Let's see. And where's XRP? I think it's like $1.25, somewhere around there. $1.26. A lot of stuff looking good. The Polkadot people feeling strong. They're feeling strong that Polkadot could be passing Solana again here pretty soon. I want to caution everybody about Solana. I feel like I've given a lot of cautions about Solana lately. You would think I don't own a bunch of it, and when you would think it's not a huge holding in our portfolio, which it is. Here's a caution on Solana. We've seen several coins make these large pumps into the top 10 over the last year. Chainlink, Crypto.com, Filecoin, several other coins. Polkadot debuted there. Uniswap was another one that had a huge run. Polygon almost hit the top 10. VeChain was almost in the top 10 at some point. Theta was almost in the top 10 at some point. Terra Luna was up there. Here's the caution. A lot of times what we see these coins do these really big pumps, and then they fall back a little bit down in the top 20, maybe the top 30. So I don't necessarily think that Solana will fall out far out of the top 10, maybe top 15, but it's not guaranteed to stay in the top 10. It's very hard to become a consistent coin in the top 10. I mean, there have been very few that have ever done it. So, TJ's running behind me. What are y'all doing? Okay, keep talking. I feel like a captive right now on my own show. I don't know what to do. But anyways, guys, so that's what I see going on with the markets. Right now, I know everybody's pretty excited. Things are feeling pretty good. TJ's running around like a hobbit. I don't know what he's doing. He's looking for the ring or something. Is that what the hobbit does, look for a ring? Frodo.
Since the power went out, we didn't have the thing open on there for me to be able to NDI your Mac. So, see, that's what happens. So
I've been talking and I haven't been able to show anything.
Correct.
Okay, well, that's good. Juggy TV says my eyes look amazing today. Thank you.
They've
been telling me I look good lately.
I might have to reboot vMix.
Oh, no, that's a big problem.
It is.
That's a big problem.
Does it say...
That would boot us off.
Yeah.
It says 0 connections.
It says 0?
Yeah. Let's see here. If we can find is there a workaround for that anyway? Can we is it direct connected?
Well, it is, but...
So we just got to reboot vMix? You think that will fix the problem for sure?
Yeah, let me try it. And it may not kill the stream. So
but if it kills the stream, y'all stay. It'll be like... Okay.
Okay.
They think you killed me because you came behind me and then the show cut off.
I think it's back.
We're back?
Yep.
Well, I can't... Is the show on if I can't see myself?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how to operate unless I'm looking at myself.
There you go.
That looks so good over there.
And now you can check. Yeah, margins are right.
Margins are right. Everything's good. We're back, guys. The SEC did not shut us down. Google shut down all our reviews on them. They can't shut us down. We're decentralized here. Hey, guys, it's just another morning in the BitBoy Crypto studio. Maybe if it was 69 degrees in here, it wouldn't happen. It might have been the extra heat for today.
Yeah.
Jeremy Hogan retweeted me. That's pretty cool. I like that. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. Market watch. You know what? I mean, we can show it for a second. We'll go over it real quick, but we got to jump to AMA because we got to get a little more on track with the time today.
Yep.
All right, and we appreciate, by the way, everybody filling out those surveys that we sent out. We got a lot of good information there. Basically, the takeaway from that was you guys like crypto. So congratulations on that, guys. You've done well. Market cap coming in at $2.22 trillion. 24-hour volume, 127 billion. Bitcoin dominance, 42%. ETH dominance, 19.9%. It's going to cost you 80 Paraguays to send a transaction. We got Bitcoin coming in 49.6. Ethereum at 37.57. Cardano, after a brief moment above 300 or above $3, excuse me, back under at 294. Binance Coin, you know what's interesting here? Binance Coin has still not been able to pump above $500 and hold, even though we're seeing a lot of other coins moving very positively. What would that suggest to me? Binance Coin may have, Marcy said Bethany stopped by for a quick smooch. Could be true. Binance Coin may have already had its best gains during this cycle. Very possible, in my opinion. Still going to go higher, still make a new all-time high, but the most explosive part might have already been done for Binance Coin. Solana at 120, getting, continuing upward action considering the rest of the market is moving. I don't think that's a reflection of Solana itself like we saw for the last several days. Still shocked Solana did not have another pullback after that big letdown. I still think it is in the cards. Let's see. Biggest gainer of the day. We have IOTA. Wow. IOTA in, old times. 28%. Ravane continuing to pump 20% up. Stacks 12.8%. Delcoin and AMP finally making some movements up 11%. Told you guys to be patient with AMP. Do not drop it. VeChain and Synthetics also having pretty good moves today. Let's go ahead and move on to the AMA because we're a little bit running behind today because of the technical difficulties. And no one got fired. It just so happens, coincidentally, the day that this happened, BJ, who runs all of our technical streaming stuff, is gone. So, but we'll be back.
Yeah, we got to figure it out. And
yeah, accessible through phone. So thank you, BJ, for helping us with that.
Yeah. So the questions are still rolling in for the AMA. Let's start with Chain Crypto on Twitch. Asked, if the lawsuit doesn't end this year, what is your XRP prediction? If the lawsuit continues to go
$5.
On.
$5. I don't think it's going to happen, though. But
all right. Let's see.
No other questions. That was it.
Well,
great job, guys.
Usually, okay. So
the audience told me that in the surveys that they hate it when I make fun of them. Great job, guys. Thanks for getting all the questions in. Appreciate it.
Q&A in the bear market is when in the bear market is the best time to start accumulating different coins? The middle or the end?
Middle. Middle because middle because you never know when one's going to have a rally up, but you also don't know when the exact end of the market is going to be. If you wait too long until the end, they're going to be moving up. I'm not a Solana hater. Somebody's not a Solana hater in the chat. It's our 6th biggest holding. So no, I'm not a Solana hater. I'm just trying to keep you guys grounded and realistic. It's still going to go up. It's still going to hit $250 a cycle. It's not going to hit $1,000 a cycle, but it's still going to go up. But if you weren't disappointed in that big announcement that they hyped up, then you're not paying attention. If you don't know what that was about, strictly trying to pump the coin, you haven't been in crypto long enough.
Why from R&D on YouTube? Why isn't Matic moving?
Why isn't Matic moving? Well, I mean, it is time to consider kind of what I was talking about with Binance Coin. It is time to consider that, Polygon may have had its most explosive time of this bull run already. It's still going to go up. I think it'll still end up somewhere $4 to $5. But there, to me, when it had that super, super gigantic run up, that may have been the best time to get in and get big gains and then sell the top and get back in. That's what we did. We definitely did that. We sold the top and got back in. Now Matic, Polygon's still one of our biggest holdings. I think it's maybe our top 10 or 12. But do you guys want to update a portfolio video, by the way? TJ, I don't know if you noticed this last night, but our portfolio finally hit a new all-time high last night.
Did it? I checked this morning and it was like right at it. So it was probably
by about $50,000. We hit a new all-time high. So
nice. Yep. That feels good.
Stuff. It does.
I'm wanting that. Ryrish on Twitch. What's a good entry for ADA this/next week? My pops missed it at $1.60. Wants to get in. That's tough.
That's tough. That's tough. Right now.
Yeah.
Maybe. Look, Bitcoin's about to rip. Bitcoin is about to rip within the next 72 hours. I believe that 100%. It's going to rip. Everything's going to start moving with it. We're at the spot in crypto right now where a 1 week difference is gigantic. What we're looking at for between Cardano today and next week, I think it'll be a pretty wide spread. So, maybe 290. But I mean, if you're going to wait for 290, you might as well just go ahead and jump in right now. It's my opinion.
Somebody asked, I lost it, but they asked if we were still holding P-Dog, which I believe we've sold.
I think we sold it all.
I just spun through the portfolio. I didn't see it. So I'm pretty sure that's
well, we had a good ride with that for a couple days. It went way up. We made some profits, and then we had like $40,000 or $50,000 in there that turned back into about 4 or 5K after that. But we had already pulled profits, and it was good. And look, you should never look at holding a meme coin long term.
Yeah,
never. It's not a thing.
Das Giggler on Twitch. Lots of coins seem to be bouncing off the same spot. Is this just pressure building ready to pop?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're seeing a lot of these coins hitting similar resistance levels that they've done before. And not just that, but we're also seeing a lot of these psychological levels, like the $3 level for Cardano coming into play. I think within the next week, Cardano is going to be at probably 350. That's a number people have been talking about for a while. So now that we've officially went above $3, even though we're back below it now, I can definitely see Cardano at 350 in a week, possibly. It may be the same spot, but I think it could in the next week be to 350.
What are some of your exit times on ADA?
$7, I might look at some profit. $8 for sure. Anything above $8 is, bonus money. We haven't. I guess we got to figure out, like, we're running that node.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we really going to do?
Well, that I think will hold forever.
So that's all of our Cardano sitting over there.
Well, no, but I mean, what we pledged was 100,000. So
that's all we pledged.
That's all we have to keep there. The other stuff we can do.
Oh, and then that's probably what we'll do when we get to the top. So, and guys, you can't hate people for selling the tops. This is how you make the money in crypto. It's a cold-blooded game. But remember this. There's a difference between somebody who just came in and sells the top and says, hey, I got some money, I'm going to go cash it in, and what we're doing. When we sell tops on projects, this will be to accumulate more for the next cycle during the bear market.
Right. And then last question from Superfresh86 on Twitch. Why is it better to compare altcoins to BTC rather than fiat when trying to judge performance?
Well, because it's very simple. Because if your coin doesn't outperform Bitcoin, why did you buy it?
Right.
It's very simple. If Bitcoin goes up a higher percentage than the coins you own in your portfolio, then you made a dire mistake. You should have just bought Bitcoin. So you have a bunch of crap coins, a bunch of terrible coins, I would think. So because altcoins consistently outperform Bitcoin. But that's why it's important, because why invest in altcoins if Bitcoin is more stable, a better hedge, a better store of value, and it beats your portfolio in performance. So it doesn't really make sense.
All right. That's all we have time for.
All right. Cool.
Boom.
Okay. Well, I'll answer Marcy's question last. She said, what and when's the top for ADA? I think $10 to $12. I think right around Halloween is when we'll see them. So be a nice little surprise. All right. Let's move on and look at the charts here. We will take a look at Bitcoin here. Went all the way up to, it got rejected off 50,500 again, pretty much. What did it say? 50,418. So it got rejected off pretty much the same spot. Now, if you look at market Cipher here, you will see that we do have a green dot down here on the momentum wave, which is extremely bullish. And we're also starting to get a very thick outline to the momentum wave, which is very important for bullish action. And I mean, look, if you look here at the actual candle itself on the daily, you will see that we bounced off the top of the EMA ribbon here. This means we are probably about to continue upwards action. We spent some time down in the middle of the rings, or the ribbons, in the thick of the ribbons, and now we pushed up above it. I'm looking. Look, guys, we have to start moving parabolic at some point soon. It's just a matter of time. Now, the institutions have enough money to pump it $50,000 in 2 weeks. So that doesn't mean that it all has to come in one shot, but we do have to start moving. We have to set a new high. We did not set a new high for this phase of the bull run. The high for this phase was 50,564. So we failed to meet that. So at this point, we are looking at a lower low, or excuse me, a lower high. But I believe that is going to change very quickly. I mean, when you look at this momentum wave and you see how much downward momentum we had since the 24th of August, we basically hit a jump point down here. We've hit the bottom of the rubber band, ready to go back up. And if you look at the money flow, we are starting to continuing to see, not necessarily thicker, because we did have a little dip in the width of the money flow, but we're still seeing green in the money flow. I believe we are going to start seeing that get thicker and thicker and thicker. I'm trying to look at the momentum waves. We just haven't had, the interesting thing is we just haven't had any momentum waves during this entire bull run that look like this one. This is a one of a kind here. It's basically 3 very well-rounded tops. Almost looks like a little head and shoulders here on the momentum wave, but that doesn't mean the price is going down. I mean, that's not how you read this chart, but it's kind of what it looks like down here. But what's really cool is we almost went down to the zero line down here on the momentum wave, meaning there's a lot of room for it to run up. And so super excited about that with Bitcoin. Now, what we saw yesterday was very interesting because we saw the Bitcoin chart start moving up based on Ethereum's movement. And this is something I think we're going to see more and more of. Let me also pull up the Bitcoin Ethereum chart. Don't I have that here? No, I do not. I should add that. Ethereum to Bitcoin. There it is. Okay. We'll go with bytes. Okay. So do we add that? Yeah, we did. Okay. So we'll look at the ETH Bitcoin pair here real quickly. And we did get a big rejection yesterday, but you can see that we are, primed in a breakout right now. It's not always upward action. By the way, we have 13,000 viewers, 2,500 likes. If you could do us a favor, make sure to go ahead and smash that like button. If you're watching on mobile, X out of the live chat, hit the like button, then come back to the live chat, and boom, here you go. And then if you are watching on Smart TV, bottom left-hand corner screen, more actions, more options, hit that like button. Come on back to the show, guys. Come on back. What number, where are we at right now? We are at 0.78. Looks like we got rejected a little below 8%. And a way to read these numbers, the Ethereum to Bitcoin pair, is these numbers on the right. I know you guys can't really see them because there, you see it right there. These are just percents basically, right? Right now it's sitting at 0.075. That means the value of one Ethereum is 7.5% of the value of one Bitcoin. This is not market cap related. It's strictly price related. So that's what you're looking at on these numbers over here. The all-time high, by the way, for the Ethereum to Bitcoin pair is 14, almost 15%. Now, that was back in 2016. I don't think we'll see that again, but we could see Ethereum at a 15% dominance, or 15% the value of Bitcoin, which would make it, if Bitcoin hits 100K, that put Ethereum at $15,000. I think we would all take that. But this is the chart we really need to be watching right now. Looking at the momentum wave down here, you can see we're definitely on very thick upward action. The thicker this white line is, usually the more positive the action is. So moving on to talk about Bitcoin. But before we do, I want to talk about BitToken. You guys don't know, we have a community coin. Very interesting Raoul Pal interview, which I'm going to reference a lot because it was a great interview. Some people said it was the best interview ever on the channel. Why do you think that is, TJ? I know the reason, but why?
Why was it the best ever on the channel?
Yeah.
Because we keep getting better over time.
Well, that could be part of it. But unlike Michael Saylor, he actually laughed at my jokes.
Oh.
Yeah. So I got a serious financial guy up here laughing at my jokes. It just gives us a lot of credibility.
Yeah.
And a lot of credibility to my kids. I'm like, I can tell my kids, like, why didn't you laugh at that? Raoul Pal did,
Right.
So, They'll
I'm
get
sure
that.
that's how they base their comedic choices based on what Raoul Pal thinks.
Yeah. My son calls himself a kid median.
Wow.
I think he came up with that on his own. Maybe somebody else has said it, but
White Paladin said, "Wait, BitBoy makes jokes." That's funny. You're doing your best sailor.
That was
impression?
my Michael Sailor impression. That was it.
That was good.
A lot of people, what he said in that, back to the point here, what he said in that interview is the number one coins to be watching right now are community coins, community tokens. Eventually, Apple's going to have one. Facebook's going to have one. Well, here at the BitSquad, we already have one. It's called the Bit token. You guys can find it on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. Price right now is at 25 cents. We do expect, which, by the way, all of our tokens are locked up. I couldn't sell tokens that I have for this even if I wanted to. So don't have to worry about that. But the fact here is we have so much integration coming with this Bit token for Coin League, which is fantasy football draft style leagues, daily leagues, except for crypto coins. We're going to be using this with our sandbox land, with our NFTs. We're going to be using this with the BitLab Academy. And we're going to be giving away, or we're not giving away, if you have 1,000 Bit tokens, which is available on Uniswap, Polygon, some other places, 1,000 Bit tokens, you get whitelisted for Pluto Alliance NFTs. So there you go. And they're 25 cents a piece. So that's like $250. So not too bad if you want to get whitelisted for that. Have a token that's going to have a lot of utility in the future. You're going to see more utility with this coin. We're going to set the bar for how communities use tokens. You guys will find.
There you go.
All right. Also, did the Academy is launched now, or is that fixed? We had a database there.
He was going to send me a message in the middle of this stream before we mentioned it. So
sorry. Spoiler surprise. Bitcoin trades $50,000 again as bears lose over $340 million. It's funny, wasn't it, that we were just talking about on the show yesterday, where's Bitcoin going to? Oh, Gareth, man. Gareth grinds my gears. That's what Jim sent me a text and said, why are you so hard on Gareth? Look, I like Gareth. His channel is, what is his channel? I like money.
In the money stocks.
In the money stocks. I like Gareth. Great guy. He looks at charts all day. Loves charts. I'm not a chart guy. I have different views on stuff. He's saying he still believes even if we go up above 50,000 or 55,000, that we're still going to 18,000 before we go, up. I adamantly disagree with this. The bears that lost $340 million, they all believe that. And they all continue to lose, and they will continue to lose for the rest of this cycle. The bad thing is, eventually the bears will win as Bitcoin will top out and go down. And then the bulls will win again. It's a never-ending game of, I told you so here in crypto. Because eventually, most of these people are right. Bitcoin does have the ability to go back down to $18,000 to $20,000 after we hit 100K, or closely thereabouts. The bears are licking their wounds as they lose over $340 million. Doesn't that sound like that would infect it more? On their short positions taken against the price of flagship crypto Bitcoin, trades over 50,000 at the time of this writing. ByBit's total liquidation chart revealed a total liquidation of 405.7 million as Bitcoin headed towards 50K. Of the total liquidations, totally 342 million, or 84.4% of the total liquidation, came from those who bet the price will decline further. ByBit's, how am I supposed to say that? ByBit's? The liquidation chart is based off information from 5 exchanges, which include OKX, UOB, Binance, FTX, and BitMEX. OKX exchange accounted for the lion's share, contributing a total of 137 million, or 33.83% of the total liquidations. Let's see. Pomp said, here's what Pomp said. I'm going to say this, by the end of the year, I think $75,000 for one Bitcoin is conservative. You guys know Pomp always trying to make the most conservative predictions where he can never be wrong. To an extent, I believe we get a new all-time high next month, but it will depend on some macro factors. If we do not get any existential threats, I will say we get all-time highs next month. The highest I think Bitcoin could possibly get to this year will be around 176K. So that's pretty interesting. Quite a range there. A $100,000 range, $101,000 range for a coin that's at $50,000. But I also agree it will not be going above that. I don't think it'll be going above 120K. The highest I've said I think it can possibly go is 160K. But even in my mind, I think that's very outlandish. Of course, earlier in the year, I thought much differently. New information. Guys, this is what you have to remember. 3 months were cut out of this bull run. 3 months were cut. That will not be put back in. This is not a longer cycle. By the fall, We're in a bear market, heading down for Bitcoin. Altcoins, from what I've been told, altcoins could pump much longer than we expect. We only have one cycle to base that on. And I've been told the powers that be of the financial cartel, they're also of the same mindset. They don't know how long they want to let those run. But by the end of the year, for sure, altcoin season will be over. Bitcoin will be over. And all these people that are saying that, next year, Bitcoin's going to be at $250,000, blah, 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 blah. You'll all be wrong. Bitcoin's going to be probably at about 25 to 30K next year, by the end of next year. So make your plans accordingly. Of course, I can't give you financial advice. But dang right, I can give you crypto advice. So there you go. Okay, so I also want to mention real quick, I forgot to show this. You guys know we've been doing this contest here, 5 ETH giveaway. Oh, yeah. When the BitSquad breaks 5 million total across all platforms, you can sign up with this Gleam.io link. Today's the last day to sign up. We will be picking the winners for this tomorrow. This morning, we hit 5 million total followers on social media.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. No crypto community is even half that. So we are making big things. The BitSquad is the most viral, most dedicated community in all of crypto, and we are making mainstream adoption happen bit by bit. Bit by bit, that's pretty good. It's BitBoy. Just came up with that. We're making it happen bit by bit. So you guys know the mission statement of this channel? Empowering people to find financial freedom. Let me say it again. Empowering people to find financial freedom through crypto assets. And if you're in the BitSquad, then congratulations to you because you are well on your way to doing that. Been talking a lot about my early days in crypto on different interviews lately. And remember, it's never too late in crypto, at least not at this stage of the game. One day it might be too late, but if you're here, you're still early. Less than 10% of America owns crypto. Opportunities are everywhere. And that number will go down significantly next year when people freak out and sell. But the BitSquad will be prepared for that movement. So thank you to everybody for helping us get to that 5 million mark. Very excited. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Ethereum here.
And tomorrow we'll be giving away 5 Ethereum to somebody, as well as additional secondary, third, and I think 4th and 5th place prizes as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And then also, yeah, so we're giving away Cardano, XRP, Polygon, and VeChain.
Yeah.
$1,000 each of those, along with 5 Ethereum to 1 winner, then 4 other winners for the additional things. And then tomorrow on the stream, we will have, we should have a graphic for our Nashville meetup. Now, do we want to do another contest?
Well, what do you mean?
I mean,
no,
do we want to
not
do
right now. Not right now.
But I mean, we might as well not even do one at all. We're not doing now.
Right. We'll also be doing another Bitverse Punk airdrop tomorrow. And I think next, something I'd like to do next would be figuring out how to collect addresses from anybody who's ever interacted with the BitSquad at all, whether it was buying merch or buying any NFT or anything like that, and do a BitToken airdrop to anybody who's already supported.
Yeah,
I think
that'd
be
that.
fun.
I think that's good.
I think that's next.
I think that's good. So I was gonna offer to give away 10 Bitcoin.
Wow.
But you don't want to do that.
No.
Okay, you guys remember. You guys remember who's here for you. Remember who's fighting against you. The traditional system, traditional finance, centralized makers, TJ.
No. Yeah. That's why I love
that was
XRP.
A low blow. I'm sorry.
That's why I love XRP. Yeah. All right.
Ethereum rallies 8%, shooting past 3,800 and hitting 3-month high. The world's second largest crypto, Ethereum, is on an unstoppable bull run. Over the last 24 hours, the Ethereum price has gained another 8%, shooting past $3,800 levels. This is for the first time in the last 3 months that the ETH price has moved up past 3,500. Quick question for you, TJ. Do you believe, I said TJ wants to give away 10 XRP. Do you believe that Ethereum now will hit all-time highs before Bitcoin?
Yeah, I think I did before.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Ethereum, it's kind of felt like Ethereum's been leading the charge even last time we had the breakout when we were stuck at 29.30 for a long time. Big move for Ethereum, and then Bitcoin started moving, kind of like we saw yesterday. Ethereum, big pump, then Bitcoin started to follow. So I think, yeah, we'll see. What's that, 4,200-ish? Is that the all-time high for ETH? 44. So yeah, I think we'll see above 44 for ETH before we get above 64 Bitcoin. But I think it'll be pretty close. I think Bitcoin won't be far behind.
A lot of people asking how to buy BitToken. You can find it on, if you go to CoinMarketCap, and this is a little trick for you guys to just know in general. If you go to CoinMarketCap and you search the coin, it's BitToken.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was just CoinGecko.
No, it's on CoinMarketCap. Go to CoinMarketCap. You guys will see quite a different price spread here. It's only showing 14 cents here. But you guys can see it. Come here to this page, click market, and it will show you all the markets it's on. So right now it looks like it's on Uniswap, but we're adding liquidity for other chains. We should, Polygon and Binance Smart Chain, I think we should have some ways to buy it there too. Yep. So we'll have to check on that, find out where all they can buy, but definitely on Uniswap and BitSwap decks as well. So, and that's a way for anybody to find out where to buy a coin. You just go to the coin and then you click markets and then you discover where it goes and where it is. So, over the past few months, the ETH reserves across all exchanges have been on continuous decline. This is really, to me, the most fundamental thing that is pushing the price of ETH. The ETH reserves are dry. It is hard to find Ethereum right now. Now, of course, you don't see that. If you go buy it, you're going to get your order filled. But it is actually starting to get much more difficult to buy Ethereum. You know what's so funny is everybody talks all the time. And look, I'm a big Cardano supporter. You guys know that. I love Cardano. By the way, we actually officially have paid for our grill. I'm getting a grill. Okay. It's going to have BitBoy logo on it. It's going to have Ethereum logo, Bitcoin logo. It's going to have Cardano logo. And it's going to have the XRP logo too. I mean, you know, got to respect my people. I can't be the Supreme Army and then not get an XRP logo in my grill. You know, going down to get fitted for that thing next week. Really exciting. But the point here is, you guys know I love Cardano. Huge supporter. But one of the arguments about Cardano eventually passing Ethereum is that, you know what, Cardano's got so much on its nodes. 71% of the supply is locked up. Ethereum, much lower than that. Well, could we actually see that changing? Could we see Ethereum catching up to that number as more people pull money off exchanges, put it in nodes? I think right now it's up to 26% of the Ethereum supply is locked up. It's probably up higher. It's probably 27 to 28% by now, a couple weeks since that last time I saw that number. Could it catch Cardano? And could that actually, as Cardano's ecosystem blows up, starts catching Ethereum in that way, could Ethereum remain the top dog because of its tokenomics going over to proof of stake? I mean, that's definitely something to consider. We're seeing it a lot right now as the money moving off exchanges has dropped from 19.45 million to 18.875 million, which is about 20% of the supply or so. Actually, a little bit less than that. I think it's probably about 15% of the supply overall. Falling exchange reserves are a bullish indicator, since analysts expect investors to move their ETH to cold wallets, meaning they're likely to hold it for the long term, decreasing the selling pressure. On the other hand, a large number of ETH have been moving to Ethereum 2.0 smart contracts. These smart contracts are currently holding nearly 7 million ETH coins worth a staggering $25 billion. Recent London hard fork upgrade of the Ethereum blockchain has fueled a rally in the price. Now, somebody was actually asking me, somebody, no, I hate how they're highlighted sometimes.
Well, they pay, that's
channel, it pays for that?
Well, they use channel points. So like if they've watched a lot, see he redeemed 100 channel points for a highlighted message. Makes it easier to see.
I'm excited about this grill.
Yeah.
Grills by Scotty. You look up Grills by Scotty. He's the guy who's making this grill for us here. So they got a location here in Atlanta and in LA, maybe other places. But after I get the grill, do you think Paul Wall will let me on stage with him one day?
Sure.
He's still playing concerts.
I think he would.
He's at the Knitting Factory.
I don't know if the grill is gonna be the deal. You know, like what gets you over the line. But I bet he would let you on stage with him.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. People's Champ. He's a People's Champ of rap. I'm the People's Champ of crypto. You know, I mean, it's just, you know, we call it the People's Champ Tour. You know.
Do you think XRP?
I'm on stage spitting bars.
Do you think Coinbase will relist XRP once the lawsuit comes to an end?
Absolutely. I actually think before. I think that when the XRP, and we'll get more to the XRP stuff here in a second, but I think when this stuff starts to break loose, you're going to know it's breaking loose because there will be moves popping up everywhere before things are official. I think. Now, I know the price is going to for sure. All the insiders and know the info, including all the SEC people who own XRP, which is going to be the linchpin in this case, I believe. You know, so they're telling me to check out Jeremy Hogan's Twitter. Let's see what he has to say. Jeremy Hogan. See what he's talking about with XRP. So just throwing this out there, the schedule for the SEC to submit its initial brief on the privileged docs and provide unredacted copies to the judge is September 14th, which coincides perfectly with BitBoy Crypto's prediction that the case settles mid-September.
Boom.
Put some respect on my name. Do you know that reference? To put some respect on my name. Do you know the reference?
I can't. I think I did at one point. I can't think of it right now.
It's Baby.
Oh,
Baby from before there was Lil Baby or Da Baby. There was just Baby.
Yeah.
Also known as Birdman. My voice can't really do it properly.
That's pretty good though.
You had to do it like this though. Okay. All right. There we go. So that's pretty cool. So we're starting to see some people start to agree with me, which is quite interesting because for so long people have been telling me I'm insane. So you guys will see. Cardano hits $3 for the first time as testnet now supports smart contracts. Cardano has managed to hit the $3 mark for the first time in history. And I mean, we got to give some respect to this. Okay. Speaking of respect on the name, let's put some respect on Cardano. Ethereum, not at all-time highs. Bitcoin, not at all-time highs. Binance Coin, not at all-time highs. Cardano killing it. Killing it, ADA. ADA gang. I want to know, where are my ADA gang folks? Hashtag ADA gang in the chat. Let's see it. When do you think it's going to get the $5? Hit me with that. We're going from $3 to $3.50 to $5 all in the next few weeks, in my opinion, maybe the next month. Super excited to see what's going on with ADA right now. It's the biggest gainer over the past week after Solana. The native crypto of the largest proof of stake blockchain is up by more than 1,567% in 2021. Because of its blistering price rally, ADA is getting more and more press coverage in the mainstream media. So check this out. Cardano on French TV described as an ecological Bitcoin. Look at all that ADA gang.
It's crazy.
People love ADA. I mean, you can't, like, we named the dang dog ADA.
Yeah.
So, well, it's not my dog. It's TJ's dog.
But I named it ADA.
You named it ADA. You did. But I was in full support of the name.
Yeah.
Full support.
And actually, the next name that was being considered
was ZERP.
No, it was Lana for Solana.
Oh.
Something. I was going to do something around Sol or something around Solana or ADA. And ADA just made sense because it was already a name. So
you were not going to name the dog ZERP.
I was not going to name the dog ZERP.
ZERP. Get a little collar. ZERP.
Interesting. So somebody, Good Times, said he'll bet 10K that Solana will do better than ADA in Q4. Well, once CoinLeaks launches, you'll have a perfect place to make those bets.
That's right. You'll be able to bet on those coins, on what you think is going to happen to them when they're going to go up. ADA gang, $7.50 by October 31st. That's the prediction from Silver Beast. So I don't know. I think that's definitely possible. I'm hoping it's closer to $10 to $12 by then. I mean, guys, it's going to be so fun. ADA gang's having fun. Solana gang's having fun.
That's right.
XRP people getting ready to have some fun, I believe, here in the next few weeks.
ETH gang isn't hurting either.
ETH gang doing well.
Yeah.
Look, for Ethereum, the question is, can you just get new all-time high before Bitcoin?
Right.
Can you just get that? You are the king of, look, Ethereum is the king of this bull run of 2021. The 2020-2021 bull run is Ethereum. This is the major takeaway from this. Solana, Cardano, XRP, crush it, move up. But still, the vast majority of people are not going to know what those are. A lot of people know what Ethereum is right now. In the next bull run, it's going to be really exciting to see which one of these coins rises up as the coin. Now, I'm not saying Ethereum has the best returns of this bull run, but what this bull run will be remembered for by the masses by the end, I believe, is Ethereum. But Cardano and Solana and XRP are going to be lining our pockets. I know you guys love that. I was also seeing somewhere, what was the other, this is on French TV here. There was something else major. You were telling me there's a bank.
Yeah.
You can buy Cardano in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I was reading a story about that today. I don't have it in front of me, but yeah, they were saying there's now an official, legal, fully licensed bank that will allow you to buy ADA through your bank account, not going through an exchange, just actually through that bank. And I believe they said it was in Oklahoma.
Oh, here we have the story here. I thought there were only two stories here.
There you go.
So here it is, directly from a bank account. Check this out. Vast Bank says become the first nationally chartered U.S. bank that allows you to buy, sell, and hold crypto assets directly with your bank account. Now look, for you guys who are ADA gang, you're ADA all the way. You love it. You don't understand why people are not buying more of it, right? outside of the ADA gang, if you were to go to the mainstream person out there, for all of history to this date, those people would not be able to have told you at all what Cardano is. Maybe they knew it existed, couldn't have told you anything about it. We are now seeing Cardano start to move in that rarefied air with Bitcoin and with Ethereum. I no longer consider, they said that our code is not valid. You check on that?
I will definitely check on that. Yeah.
We'll check on that. Well, that's straightened out hopefully by tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see. But it's the rarefied air. Ethereum to me is no longer an altcoin. I do not consider Ethereum to be an altcoin. By strict definition, yeah, of course. By strict definition, yeah, it's an altcoin. It's not Bitcoin. But I believe we're going to see that definition broadened over time. And you're going to have coins that are no longer speculative. Like the price will be speculative, but we know they've made it. Cardano is slowly moving, or actually quickly moving into that number 3 spot, separating itself from the rest of crypto. I do not think, XRP is the only coin, in my opinion, that has a chance to end up at that number 3 spot by the end of this bull run, other than Cardano. Binance Coin, I don't think it has a chance. I think Cardano is going to hold on to this spot. XRP definitely will have a shot based on the momentum from the lawsuit being over. But outside of that, I don't see any other competitors there. And of course, which by the way, VeChain reached out to me and told me when we were talking about smart contract platforms, we didn't really consider them a smart contract platform, but they are in fact a smart contract platform. That's the way their supply chain works. So I didn't want to point that out. I still think of them more as a supply chain project more than a smart contract project, and that's its primary use case. But I didn't want to point that out. They did say that. We wanted you guys to have the best information. Technically, all their supply chain stuff uses smart contracts. So there you go. Oklahoma and UGA National Championship. I think UGA's got a great chance to win. Oklahoma does too. That would be fun. That would be a great rematch from that game a few years ago. All right, move on. XRP Drama. Ripple shifts 275 million XRP. Half goes to Jed McCaleb's wallet. Now, if you remember, I told you about 2 transfers of 500 million XRP that occurred in the last week. Both of those are supposed to be money moving over from escrow to Jed McCaleb's wallet. So we now know a quarter of that actually did make it over to his wallet. Now, some of that could have been them just, moving it around, positioning for the next few months of that. I think it's almost over. He's got to almost have all his by now. Jed McCaleb receives almost 180 million XRP from Ripple. Once again, the richest man in Ripple is Jed McCaleb. Remember this. No one has made more money on XRP than Jed McCaleb. Dumps it immediately when he gets it. Crash Mount Gox was all responsible for that. Handed it over to Mark Carpeles, letting him crash it. We'll have a video on that on TikTok here soon. You can leave that up. And suddenly, just unscathed, completely unscathed from the XRP lawsuit, and even though he was there during the time. So I don't know. I still think he's maybe an inside man for the SEC. So concurrent viewers, almost 17,000 and 5,000 likes. I think we get to 9,000 likes today, right?
Let's go for it.
Let's go for 9. We haven't had 9,000 in a long time. So if you're a BitSquad official, hit that like button. If you're on Mobile X out, live chat, hit the like, come back. Smart TV, bottom left-hand corner of the screen. You guys know what to do. Go ahead and like that video. Okay. Will alert to the popular crypto tracking service, a little bit slower than me in telling you transactions, but whatever. Details of large crypto transactions on its Twitter page has spotted several major transfers. It tweeted that in the past 17 hours, the Ripple behemoth has moved several eye-popping XRP stashes, one of which was sent to Jed McCaleb's wallet. Of course, we know who he is. The 2 massive crypto transactions carrying a whopping 100 million and 174 million. First one sent the funds to one of the wallets Ripple frequently uses. The amount, let's see here. On September 1st, Jed sold 112 million XRP tokens. Ripple locked 800 million XRP in escrow. So is that 200 million it said he got here? 275. Do that math. That's about the size of the transfers. That's 1 billion and 75 million. I was telling you about a billion that had been transferred. On September 1st, Ripple unlocked 1 billion XRP coins from escrow. Total of 55 billion XRP were locked in it initially, and Ripple has been releasing 1 billion coins on the first day of each month since 2017. Plan was to continue doing it for 55 months, meaning these program release should stop next year. As has been happening for a couple of years now, approximately 800 million coins have been locked back in escrow, along with 200 million XRP taken by the company to cover its current costs and to send investors and to send to investors and exchanges. So getting ready to send some to exchanges. What do you make of all this? Why do you think all this money is moving around? Let's see. Is this the same story twice?
Also, we're at a new all-time high on Twitch, 255.
255.
So that's nice.
It's the same story. Oh, here is he done selling? Okay. The Taco Stand wallet, a former, why do they call it Taco Stand wallet? Is that the name of it? Is that what it is? It's like bread wallet. It's like Toast wallet. Remember the Toast wallet?
It's in the banana stand. It's like that.
The banana stand?
You know, you've watched Arrested Development? Like there's always money in the banana stand.
I've watched Arrested Development.
Yeah.
I just never, I like Seinfeld. Arrested Development never really clicked with me.
Yeah. I watched a couple seasons of it. And
I've watched it all.
Oh.
I can't tell you anything that happened in it, other than the one guy's real funny.
Yeah.
The brother's real funny.
There was a scene where he's talking about there's always money in the banana stand. And he literally meant there was cash stowed away in the banana stand. So if anything ever goes down, go get it out of the banana stand. Well, it burns to the ground. And they also didn't pay the insurance on it, so they lost all the money. So it just reminded me, the taco stand. It's like the banana stand.
Yeah, I think that's good. I would go stand over hammock any day of the week.
Okay.
Ripple Wallet was seeing transfers. The Renegade co-founder had $4 billion last year. After falling out, he left in order to prevent McCaleb from dumping. They made it where it was over time. He could only sell so much. So is he done? The XRP community will have to wait a tad longer for McCaleb to stop exerting selling pressure, which, by the way, this selling pressure is baked into the price. So everyone knows that's in XRP that this happens every month. So that's baked into the price. When that gets released next year, when he has it sold, I thought it was this year, but when it's all gone, that will release that from being baked into the price. And we should see, the price go up pretty considerably at that point. So let's see. Balance of McCaleb's wallet is currently standing at 709 million XRP. It's worth about $880 million. Whew. This guy's the biggest fraud in crypto. What a scammer. He's made more. This guy's got to separate from the company, has made more money than God, basically. He went over to Stellar, created Stellar, where he makes money hand over fist.
Yeah. Still
getting money hand over fist from XRP, and not touched by anything. No, nobody calls him on anything. This guy responsible for the biggest black eye in the history of crypto, which is Mt. Gox. Look at what happened. Yes, he was not in charge. He sold it to Mark Karpelès. Mark Karpelès had no idea what he's doing. Jed McCaleb sold out crypto. He sold out Bitcoin. He almost single-handedly destroyed everything that Satoshi built. If you didn't know, Mt. Gox did almost all the volume for all of crypto. We didn't even know there was another exchange back then. Okay, I think it said 80% of all volume was on Mt. Gox. Sold out. Went to XRP. Sold out. Now he's over at XLM. Oh, we're just going to burn half the tokens because we want to. We're not going to ask communities. Decentralization. This guy's a fraud. This guy needs to be removed from crypto. I cannot stand this guy. He's the biggest faker in the history. And why people elevate him like he's some kind of good person in the space has done great things. Everything he's touched turns to garbage. Everything. So there's no reason. That's why I don't believe in XLM. I won't put $1 in XLM. I don't support Jed McCaleb. I think he's a snake. He is a snake in crypto. Okay. All right. So, and if you're in XRP, you should hate Jed McCaleb for sure. SEC sues Bitconnect over $2 billion token sale 3 years later. It says Bitconnect has been busted by the SEC. Urgent news, by the way. If you buy a parrot, will you name it Eddie?
Sure.
That's a question to the chat. Oh, to us.
Yeah.
I already have an Eddie parrot. Okay. All right. Bitconnect has been busted by the SEC. Bitconnect was a crypto lending platform. I think this is actually an extension of the earlier SEC lawsuit, if I remember reading this correctly. Many, including the SEC, saw it as a Ponzi scheme. Everyone in crypto towards the end knew it was a Ponzi scheme. That's why you saw people like Sonny Decree, who made a video about Bitconnect very early on. And then later on, he separated himself from it because he was like, oh God, this is a Ponzi scheme. Let's separate from this. He didn't know when he was doing that video. Several YouTubers at that time were involved in it. The ones who were in trouble are the ones who knew it was a Ponzi scheme, knew that they were marketing something that would get people hurt, and they continued doing it to line their own pockets. That's why a lot of these guys are in trouble, like Trevon James, Craig Grant, and others. Bitconnect, crypto platform that was, what's that word? Pilloried? Have you ever seen that word before? Let's look it up.
Which one you allegedly? Oh, that one.
Pilloried? If you know this word in the chat, you are incredible. Pillory. Put someone in a pillory. Attack or ridicule publicly. There you go. I mean, it's always important you have the proper words, right?
Yeah.
So it means to attack publicly. Crypto platform that was pilloried by the crypto community after allegedly bilking investors out of $2 billion has been sued by the U.S. SEC. Commissioned over 3 years after it shut down. When did I slam my keyboard? Did I slam my keyboard?
2 minutes ago. When you were talking about Jed McCaleb.
I can't stand him.
Yeah.
You guys can tell when I authentically don't like people or like things going on. I think I popped a vein yesterday on the show twice on Around the Blockchain, I think. So SEC is targeting not only Bitconnect and founder Satish Gumbani. You may not know Bitconnect was an Indian project, but also promoter.
They said Ben blacked out.
Yeah. It is true. But also promoter Glenn Acaro and his firm Future Money for violations of the SEC Act, or Securities Exchange Act, which requires companies selling investment products in the U.S. to register with the SEC. SEC earlier this year sued 3 Bitconnect promoters who received BCC tokens were attracting new investors to the scheme. In August, defendants Joshua Jepson, Michael Noble, and Laura Mascola settled with the SEC for $9.25 million worth of Bitcoin, $3.5 million in cash. Almost all of that, I believe, coming from Joshua Jepson, like 90% of that. This is the first U.S. action against Bitconnect's management. Yeah, so like I said, at the beginning, it seemed like it was more about the marketing, and this one is more about the management. Let's see here. And of course, if you don't know this meme, you're new to crypto. Bitconnect! Well, we actually showed yesterday on the show, my Carlos Matos spoof. Bitconnect was launched in 2016, claimed to be a crypto-based lending program. Now, I want to be very careful here, because I think it's really important that people understand the history of Bitconnect and its role. Not the biggest Ponzi scheme in crypto, by the way. Third biggest Ponzi scheme in crypto. OneCoin and Plus Token, both bigger. Plus Token actually the 4th largest Ponzi scheme in history of everything.
Yeah.
I think it was a $6 billion Ponzi scheme. I think Bitconnect was 3 or 4 billion. It doesn't really say here, but here it says $2 billion. So not even that much compared to these other ones. But you have to understand that there's a difference between what we're looking at these days as lending protocols, DeFi, decentralized finance. There's a difference in Celsius than Bitconnect, okay? And it's a very obvious difference. With Celsius or any of these other ones, basically what they're banking on is the supply. When you pull money out of the supply and you stake it, the ultimate value goes up when the circulating supply goes down. It's based on simple math, simple supply and demand, okay? However, with Bitconnect, it was investments. So they would take you would lend them your money. They supposedly would trade Bitcoin with your money and make profits. You can't guarantee profits off investments like that. That makes no sense. What if the trader or the algorithm gets wrecked one day? Mm-hmm. You're not going to have the money to pay the people back.
Which is exactly what happened with Bitconnect when the bear market came. When it goes down, it doesn't work.
Right. So when Bitcoin peaked out in December 2017, I think that was right about the same time when it took a big drop. It dropped from $20,000 down to about $14,000, and that was when the thing went belly up. Of course, you have the famous Trevon James video where he's riding around in his car and he says, he goes, "Look, you didn't lose your money." Well, technically, you lost your money.
It's so good.
So classic. And this guy out there throwing my name in the mud sometimes. What a loser. This guy admitted in court, by the way, that he knew he was selling a scam to people. Yep. Remember that when you see anything that comes out of that guy's mouth. All right. So let's see. What was this other story about? Bitconnect promoter pleads guilty. So I don't know. We'll continue to follow this. This is one of the biggest things that ever happened in crypto. I wouldn't put it up there with Mt. Gox on that level and Silk Road. Right underneath that. I mean, this was a pivotal point in the history of crypto. So, know your crypto facts, guys. Decent. Here we go. Crypto roundup. We got decentralized. Oh, no, we're not on this yet. No, we're not on this. We're on this story. Nope. 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 Let me find it. Where did I put the story? Yeah, this is it. Okay. SEC boss tells European Union, Parliament, crypto and fintech could be as disruptive as the internet. SEC Chairman Gary Gensler promoted cooperation between Europe and the United States in seeking to regulate decentralized financial technologies. Gary Gensler, the chairman of the United States SEC, also known as a lizard person, also one of the most corrupt people in history, come at me, Gary, has appeared virtually before the European Parliament to share his policy recommendations regarding the regulation of crypto assets. Speaking of the Parliament's Committee on Economic and Monetary Affairs on Wednesday, Gensler highlighted the role financial technologies are playing in the global economic flows and undermining siloed national markets. I think the transformation we're living through right now could be every bit as big as the internet in the 90s. Think, this is Gary Gensler of the SEC telling you this. Watch out. This could be as big as the internet. In my lifetime, there's only been one thing ever that was billed to be bigger than the internet, other than blockchain.
Which was?
Segway scooter, of course.
That was billed to be bigger than the internet?
Absolutely. Anyone who was around and was following internet stuff when the Segway scooter debuted, there was about a 1 year run up to this thing saying, this thing is going to be as big as the internet. Was the Segway scooter. Because it was supposed to revolutionize the way people travel in cities.
I think
everyone was supposed to have a Segway scooter. They envisioned this world where everybody just scooted between everywhere.
I think that
bunch of dorks.
I think that will still happen. Like, I do think it'll revolutionize personal transportation.
Segway scooters.
Not Segways.
I don't care that your mom loves one wheels.
No, just the technology, the gyroscope technology, like that is coming. But even if it did completely revolutionize personal transportation and half of the people in major cities were riding them, or even 80% of the people in major cities, that still wouldn't be close to as big as the internet, in my opinion.
Yeah, no. There's no chance it was ever going to be as big as the internet. That was the joke. Look, what Al Gore creates, you can never top. Everyone knows that. So it was supposed to be real. Fun fact for everybody. The creator of the Segway scooter, do you know this?
Mm-mm.
The creator of the Segway scooter died riding off a cliff on a Segway scooter.
Love it.
Okay, that was a nice segue back to this story. Gensler highlighted the $2.1 trillion crypto markets, you can tell this is old, as a truly global asset, saying it has no borders or boundaries, operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Note electricity consumed by Bitcoin was greater than the Netherlands and Sweden. These idiots. While describing Bitcoin's environmental toll as a significant challenge, Gensler noted the increasing popularity of more efficient POS networks. Now, I bring this up to say it's very interesting that he says, proof of stake networks, being very interested in those. Number one, that, FUDs Bitcoin. But number two, I've got this interesting story here. This is WBS response to call for review decentralized identifiers, or DIDs, version 1. It's a W3C proposed recommendation. Now, let me tell you what this is exactly. Let me pull this up. It's the Worldwide Consortium. Many people that are involved in this are members of blockchain companies, and I've been trying to figure out if I can get a list of the people that are on the board here. The advisory board of W3C. Well, let me read what it is. W3C, created in March 1998, the advisory board provides ongoing guidance to the team on issues of strategy, management, legal matters, process, and conflict resolution. The advisory board serves the members by tracking issues raised between advisory committee meetings, soliciting member comments on such issues, and proposing actions to solve these issues. It manages process document, adheres appeals, yada, yada, yada. And the W3C, let me pull this up for you guys. So you guys see exactly what this is. That's what the board does, but I want to pull up what this actually is. It is an international community where did it go here? About W3C. The World Wide Web Consortium is an international community where member organizations, a full-time staff, and the public work together to develop the web standards. These are the standards of the internet. Led by web inventor and director Al Gore. No, actually, that's Tim Berners-Lee. Wow. And CEO Jeffrey Jaffe. W3C's mission is to lead the web to full potential. Okay, now you guys understand. Okay, you understand what this is. We're talking about a decentralized internet over here. We're talking about the World Wide Web Consortium. By the way, Tim Berners-Lee created the internet, created the public web. Okay, created what we know today as the portal to get to the internet. Now let's go back and look at this. What is this? This is the W3C. This is on their website proposing a recommendation. Well, what is the recommendation that they are recommending? Well, let's see here. Additional comments about the specification. Proof of work methods are harmful for sustainability. Look at this. Proof of work methods, e.g. blockchains, are harmful for sustainability. Also, as noted by Google, the registry contains methods which rely upon proof of work, which is wasteful. Successful proof of work systems waste a staggering amount of electricity worldwide. Let's see what else it says. We must instead these are the people creating the standards on the internet. Remember this. We must instead firmly oppose such proof of work technologies, including to the best of our ability, blocking them from being incorporated or enabled by any specifications we develop.
Wow.
How about that?
That's like a direct attack on Bitcoin.
John Williams says that that's not a true story. The creator of the Segway. I think that is a true story. I think you're wrong, John. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's fake news. And if it is, I sincerely apologize for spreading fake news. That's what I heard. I did a TikTok on it one time. I think it's correct. But I mean, this is like some real, internet shaking stuff here. I mean, that's nuts.
That's nuts.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. Decentralized search engine becomes option on European Android devices. It's pretty cool. It's Presearch, a project I've talked to before and I like. It's backed by a community of node operators who process user search requests and earn rewards through the Ethereum-based pre-token. You guys can find Presearch. This is not an ad for them, by the way. Just want to pull this up here. I'm not invested in this also, by the way. Presearch, right now at 21 cents, is coming in at number 457 with a market cap of only $75 million. I say all that because it looks like this could be a pretty good opportunity. I mean, look at this. Look at this chart. Look at that. That's insane. This is the, we'll go to the all chart. Still not all-time highs. I mean, look back in 2017 when it launched, we actually went all the way up to 76 cents. But you can see this move down here. Look at that volume. Why is it moving? Well, beginning September 1st, decentralized search engine Presearch will be listed as a default option on all new and factory reset devices sold in the UK and Europe, move that could erode Google's dominance in the search engine market. Decision by Google to list Presearch as a default browser option follows a protracted legal battle with the European Commission over accusations that the technology company used Android to solidify its search engine dominance. In 2018, the European Commission antitrust regulator fined Google a record 4.24 billion euros for unfairly limiting competition on smartphone operating systems. 2019, Google said it will allow search engine rivals to compete for free on Android devices. This is big. You want to talk about this last story about how negative it was? This is really positive stuff here. This is what we want to see. Presearch processes more than 1 million searches per day, yada, yada, yada. Although Google remains a de facto leader in global search engine market, several competitors have attempted to erode its dominance. Brave, a crypto-powered web browser, is one of those. DuckDuckGo, also a search engine. Am I bad because I just think Google still has better search results?
Well, they're just more curated.
I know, but like when you're trying to find information, this is like a personal dilemma for me. Like I hate Google. I don't like them. I don't know if they're really making money when I use their search engine. But I've tried other search engines and I've tried other browsers and still, Chrome, and it's the most efficient. Like, am I supposed to go backwards in efficiency to support crypto? And some things I can do it, but like here running the show, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
So, when will altcoin season end? Thanksgiving. Look, could go to Christmas at the very, very latest. But I got to stick with my original predictions, Halloween to Thanksgiving for altcoin season.
Main question, are all of your predictions tied to holidays?
100%.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, why would they not be?
Well, I just like that it's a jump straight from, it's either Thanksgiving or Christmas. There's no like December 6th.
No, why would it be December 6th? What a stupid day. No offense. We love people who are born on December 6th.
Yeah.
If you were born on December 6th, we love you. We appreciate you in the Bit Squad. What a dumb day. I'm just kidding. Okay. Binance.us says U.S. crypto exchange will go public in 3 years. So that's pretty interesting. You guys can read more about that. We know, hey, remember this. The big news coming from the XRP lawsuit when it's over is Ripple going public. That's the rocket fuel that could push Ripple up, or XRP up to $20 or $30 even, which might sound outlandish. Look at a different Coinbase. Now, just the announcement of it might not be enough to send it there, okay? Maybe if it actually goes public at the end of the bear market, that can be the best time to get in. You'll see gains. That could be the true sign of the adoption from the banks. But, just something to watch. So when Binance says, Binance US is going to go public, that is also really, really big news. Companies going public are absolutely huge. And where? Mayoral candidate pledges to make NYC most crypto-friendly city in the nation.
Yeah, right.
Mayoral candidate. Wait, but don't they already have a Livid Music says, Ben says something negative about someone followed by, we love those kind of people. It's always true. That's a joke. That's a running meme if you don't know. Some mayors of U.S. large cities and small have been pushing for adoption of crypto. What I was going to say is, they already have their mayor for New York City. He won, right?
I guess. I just think it's kind of funny because they're probably...
Maybe not, though, because maybe it's in November. Maybe it was just a Democratic, and you just assume the Democrat wins there. Maybe that's what it is.
But it's probably the least friendly state in all of the country to crypto. So they literally have to change all of their rules to become crypto friendly, and I don't see that happening.
No.
I think that's just a publicity reach for whoever this candidate is.
Yeah. Curtis Sliwa, beret-wearing Republican, running for mayor of New York City. So one of its goals is to focus on crypto. Said he'd be focused on creating greater financial inclusivity in New York by opening more crypto ATMs. I mean, this is great. I love this. It's really great stuff. You can go to a Dogecoin ATM and Ethereum ATM.
Wow.
It's good stuff. But unfortunately, this poor guy probably has 0% chance of winning, as Eric Adams, I think, is probably going to be the mayor there. He's taking a seemingly pro-crypto stance himself, pledging to make New York City the center of Bitcoins. Perfect. That's perfect. Let's leave it at that.
That's perfect.
Look, I think when it comes to Eric Adams as a politician over there in New York, I will say this. I think he's definitely going to win. I don't see any way around it. There are much worse candidates on that list you could have chosen if you're in New York. So even if you're a Republican and not a Democrat like him, he's not the worst one they could have had, for sure. So I believe that he says that. I think he does want to change a lot of things in New York City. So, hopefully it'll be for the better, because, it's hard to make changes at this point in New York for the worse. So, all right, guys, that is all that we got. I got to run to lunch. I got a coaches meeting. We got a practice game tonight. We're going to do it the Yankee way. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.